All right, here we go. Hey everybody,
welcome to
our show. Vidal, that was a little off. You know, we have to say it. We got to say it at the exact same time. You know, the producer behind the camera goes like, and
Right. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous and new to all this.
Hey, it's all right. Well, let's just go from the top, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready. Count us down.
Hey everybody, welcome.
Okay, wait. Are we doing it after one or before?
So he signals, he's like, and then we say it.
Right, but like, is it right when he gets to one, or do we pause, or?
You know what? How about I just say it, and then I'll introduce you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Welcome to our show, everybody. My name's Alexis, and I'm here with my friend, Vidal.
What's up, everyone? I'm so excited to be here.
Why are you yelling? That was really loud.
My bad. I'm just used to leading students on stage, and sometimes you have to be a little bit loud to get their attention.
Hey, I got it. Thankfully, we have some mics, you know, so that they can help pick up the sound. It's a much more controlled environment, so you don't really need to like yell.
So we don't need to yell, is what you're saying. Okay,
right.
So
Yeah, I can.
Can you hear me here?
Yep, they can hear you.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
really close.
Can you hear me here?
Everyone should just, they can still hear you, Vidal. Why don't you come on back?
That's so cool.
Yeah, they can hear you perfectly, actually. You can just stay right there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just testing.
Enough testing for now, okay? Up next, we got this super hilarious video for you, and we'll be right back. Enjoy!
Where you going, Bella? Huh? We spray you off, Bella?
She has a grip on. Look at it. Oh my goodness, wasn't that video hilarious?
It really was. Hey, do you think we can maybe watch one more? I really love funny videos, and think about this. What if maybe we just did a whole episode of funny videos?
No. We can't. We need to do a few more things.
I know, but just think about the possibilities. There's so much we could do, so many things we could change.
Change? What? Okay, I appreciate your enthusiasm, Vidal, but like I said, it's not really what we do. We still need to talk about how amazing Jesus is.
Right.
You can't just have funny videos. And you see, after our intro and our funny video, we have our main point.
Wait.
And
Main point. I love the main point.
Oh.
It's my favorite part.
It is?
Yes.
Why?
Because I love it. We can sum up the whole video, the whole lesson in one thought. Plus, I always feel like the lesson is something that I really need to hear in that moment, you know?
Yeah, that's great. Hey, since it's your favorite part, do you maybe want to tell everyone what our main point is?
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Thanks, Alexis.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Today's main point is I can forgive when I let go of hurt.
Ooh, great job presenting
Thanks.
that. I mean, that really is a great main point. Forgiveness is always a big thing, and it's not always easy.
Yeah, letting go can be super hard, whether we think someone deserves it or not. It reminds me of one of my patients the other day. That guy went through a lot.
Wait, patience?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Well, they call me the heart doctor.
The heart doctor. You mean to tell me that you're a cardiologist?
No, Alexis, it's deeper than that. I'm more in the field of restoring broken hearts.
Okay. So what does one do as a heart doctor?
Well, let me tell you about this guy that came to see me the other day. I came into the room where he was waiting on me, and you could tell he was in rough shape. Sad as can be. It was obvious to me.
It's just what I was afraid of. You're suffering from a broken heart.
Oh no.
Okay, how cheesy is this? This cannot be real.
Alexis, this is no joke. This man needed help. So I asked him what happened, and he told me.
Well, there's this kid at school. He's, kind of a bully. And I was sitting down, getting ready for lunch, and I was about to eat, and he comes up behind me, pulls out my chair from behind me, and I'm falling my food, and my face in my face, and then he just laughs at me, and I just didn't know what to do. So I'm laying there, and I don't know what to do. So I eat a fry and just lay there, and he just laughs and moves on like it's no big deal. But it was a big deal to me. I did move on. I was so angry. I didn't know. But then I thought, Jesus forgave me, so I should try and forgive him, because that's what Jesus would have done. I wanted to do the right thing.
So did he forgive him?
Yeah, he did, but things went a little differently than expected. He said,
So the next day, I went up to him and I said, you know what? I forgive you for knocking me over, dumping my food all over me, laughing at me and walking away. I forgive you. And I felt really proud of myself. I did a really good thing. I did just like Jesus would have wanted me to. But you know what? You know what he said? Guess what he said?
What did he say?
He said, I don't care. And he just walked away on me.
Wow.
Just walked away on me. Why would I forgive him when he didn't even accept it? If I was mad before, I'm really bad now. I'm furious. I haven't been able to think straight. It's been bothering me so much. I can't get over it.
Wow, poor guy. So, how did you help him?
This case wasn't easy. He expected this guy to respond in a way where he would apologize, but he didn't. So then I told him, forgiving others is not always about what's good for them. It's good for him that you forgave him, but he doesn't need to ask you to forgive him. He doesn't even need to be sorry at all. Unfortunately, people are just mean sometimes. But if you don't forgive him, you're just gonna be upset forever. So you've done the right thing by forgiving him, but you need to realize that you didn't forgive him for his sake, but for yours. Because when you forgive people for what they've done, and even when they're not sorry, you start to heal your own heart. You don't need their permission to begin healing, and you don't need their permission to forgive them. And once you realize that, things are gonna be so much better for you. The only person that gets hurt when you're angry is you. And so when you forgive other people, even when they don't deserve it, you can begin healing from the inside out.
Wow. Thanks, Doc. You're the best, as always.
As always.
Yeah, poor kid. Certainly not his first time to get his heart broken.
Huh. Well, that was really great, Vidal. I mean, I'm a little confused still about this side gig you've got going on, but I mean, honestly, that was a really great example.
Thanks.
Okay, but disclaimer, forgiving others doesn't mean that you think it's okay what they did.
Right.
It's not pretending that what they did never happened or allowing them to take advantage of you, but it's letting go of those negative feelings like anger or bitterness that stick with you and wear you down.
That's right. Forgiving helps you heal. And even more important, it's the key to receiving God's forgiveness for our own sins.
Well, what about you guys? Was there a time where you were really hurt by someone and you had to make a decision to forgive that person?
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Joseph. This is Joseph.
Hey!
Who was the son of Israel and Rachel. But he had 11 brothers who hated him and sold him into slavery. After being put in jail, Joseph told of the future of Egypt when he interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, and Joseph found favor with the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh made Joseph a leader in his kingdom. Just as Joseph had told the Pharaoh, Egypt had 7 years of abundance. Then the 7 years of abundance came to an end, and the 7 years of famine began, just as Joseph had said. But the Egyptians had food to eat because Joseph had planned for the famine. There was famine in all the other lands, and many came to Joseph to buy food. There was even a famine in the land that Joseph came from. So when Israel heard that there was grain in Egypt, he sent his sons to buy some. But Israel did not send Benjamin with the others because he was afraid that harm might come to him. When Joseph's brothers came to him, Joseph recognized them, but he pretended to be a stranger.
Aha!
So Joseph decided to test his brothers. He had his interpreter tell them to send for Benjamin, who had stayed home.
Him.
And then he threw his brothers in jail for 3 days. On the 3rd day, Joseph let all but one of the brothers take grain to their starving households with the instruction to bring Benjamin back. But Joseph provided for his brothers' journey and gave them grain and silver. The brothers did exactly as Joseph instructed, as they were scared that God was punishing them for what they had done to Joseph so many years before. They traveled home to their father's house, then back to Egypt. Now that he had seen that they brought Benjamin, Joseph was overwhelmed, so he released the brother who was still in prison. But Joseph decided to play one more trick on his brothers. He sent the brothers away but told his servant to hide his silver cup in Benjamin's bag. Then Joseph told the servant to go after the brothers and retrieve the cup. The brothers hadn't traveled far before the servant stopped them and accused them of stealing the cup. Joseph could no longer control himself before his attendants. He made them leave so he could be alone with his brothers, and he told his brothers who he really was.
Ta-da!
He told them of his life and all he had experienced, and he forgave them for what they had done. God was with Joseph and took care of him and showed him favor.
Man, Joseph had a huge choice to make to forgive his brothers.
Yeah, he really did. Joseph and his brothers had a tough relationship, and their jealousy led them to do something horrible to Joseph. They betrayed him, and he went through a lot of hard times because of it. But Joseph said something pretty amazing to them at the end. In Genesis 50:20, Joseph tells his brothers that what they meant for evil, God used for good.
So Joseph was saying, even though his brothers hurt him, God can turn this into something great.
Exactly. Another great example of this is Jesus. The Pharisees and Romans hung Jesus on the cross, and they killed him. Although Jesus was innocent, that was a horrible thing that happened. But not only did Jesus ask God to forgive the people that had done that to him, but he rose 3 days later. This is why we can be forgiven and have eternal life. What those people meant for evil, God used for the ultimate good.
I've never thought about it that way. Jesus forgives all those people who hurt him, just like he forgives me when I mess up. If he can forgive the people who killed him, I can definitely forgive the ones who hurt me.
That's right. But none of this would make sense to anybody who hasn't experienced the love and forgiveness of Jesus. It's only once we follow Jesus and have accepted his gift of forgiveness, then in return, we can forgive those around us.
Good point. And if you haven't followed Jesus today, today is the perfect day to do so. If you're tired of holding on to the past hurt or anger, it's time to let go. Let Jesus love you and transform you. It's because of what God did through Jesus that we can forgive others, but we can be free from bitterness and hurt.
Exactly. And actually, Vidal, I think I need to ask you to forgive me. I wasn't very patient with you earlier. I know you're new to filming the show, and I shouldn't have gotten so frustrated.
Oh, thank you for your apology. I forgive you.
Thanks. And you know, I would actually love to hear any new ideas you might have.
Really? That's a great idea because I was thinking, what if maybe we added a
What's
little bit
that?
more pep in here?
Okay.
Check this.
What? Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
It's a raven here.
We don't need it to be a raven
Hang on.
here.
What about this?
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's not break it. I'm just gonna leave that over here.
Okay, my bad.
How about we wrap up the show first, right?
Right, of course. Well, guys, we had a great time hanging out with you today and learning about how we can let go of hurt when we forgive.
Yep, and I can't wait to hang out with you guys again next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. Wait, you did that perfectly.
Really? What about this?
No.